We are at Langlands Park in Brisbane for this round of the Intrust Super Cup, the big match between the Eastern Suburbs Tigers and also the Burleigh Bears. Both of these teams, one with a realistic chance of making the top five, where the other, the Burleigh Bears, may struggle to be a little bit more competitive as the season goes on.
Well, fullback is Thompson, Tautali, Newman, Moylan and Kiernan. The halves, Walker and Kaufman. The front row is Thorpe, Gibson and Kenny Bromwich. And the back row is Grayeski, Rotana and Panapa. The bench, McLean, Harler, Morris and McDonald, and their coach, Troy McCarthy. And as you can see right there, Jordan Rankin's probably the biggest one, moving from 5'8" to fullback. He'll still wear the number 6. And in the halves, you've got Brad Bennett coming off the bench and also Todd Seymour taking up the number 7 jersey. In the forwards is where their strength's going to be. Brenton Lawrence coming back from the Titans to play for the Burleigh Bears Queensland Cup. Meskel, Fanini, Griffiths, Haynes, Sorensen will be one of the co-captains. And on the bench, Josh Coyle, Kerr, Pelletalesi, Malcolm and the coach, Carl Briggs, for the first time as head coach this week.
9 metres out now. Gibson has the ball, gets up slowly to play it for the Tigers. Thorpe, a settler, straight up the middle. Held there by the Burleigh defence. He's about 5 metres out now. Gibson a dummy half, goes the short side, the wrap around, gives it off now to Walker. Walker sides a little gap, will score. And Cody Walker brings up the first points of the afternoon. Pretty ordinary defence by the Burleigh Bears, but set up by that mistake from Burleigh in the first place, and Walker gets the first try. Fairly warm here at Langlands Park. No penalty in the game so far. Moylan has a little scamper, straight through, 40 metres out now, hasn't got support, goes back inside, looking for a link up. Grayeski was there, gives it off to Kiernan, and Kiernan is going to score for the East Tigers.
And, good work there from Corbin Kiernan to stay alive on that left-hand flank, but also the big man, Grayeski. You'll see here Moylan gets on the outside, shows it well, knows his wingers outside him, but big man Grayeski here straightens the line of attack, links up with Kiernan, as a good winger does, finishes on the sideline.
And he's taken the ground 10 metres out from the Burleigh line. Now they spread it wide. Kaufman it was. They've still got it. Back to Kaufman. Now wide again. Out to Tautali. And Tautali, well, we'll have to wait. The touch judge says it's all right. Well, we're going to bring Tony Maxfield into play for the first time today, our video referee, and it's touch and go. The touch, he reckons it was all right, and the referee, Peter Goff, referred it to Tony Maxfield. Whether the corner post was taken out, here it is again. Ball down there before the post is taken out.
Try.
So this may very well be a 4-pointer to Eddie Tautali.
I think it's created benefit of the doubt now, the amount of times, like I said, that we have watched as we see the decision here.
And Jordan Rankin is also 5 metres out. They haven't improved their position. A short pass. Morrison will score for the Burleigh Bears. Sustained pressure. They came the short side, and Jordan Rankin very much involved in that try.
We've got to start completing our sets. We were turning up too much cheap possession over to East, and full credit to them, they capitalised on it. But we showed later on in second half what we can do. At first half, what we can do.
I might come back to you, Peter, because they're away here, and no, taken into touch, and that was the big number 15 charging away there. That was a very, very good run for Shane Gray. Peter, we'll go back to you as East will get the feed.
Well, that was a near thing for you, and that's been probably the story of the afternoon. Just you're creating those half chances, just not capitalising.
Yeah, we've just got to be a bit more clinical when it comes to situations like that. But there's plenty of time left.
In games like this, when you're up against a side with,
and almost resulting in a 4-pointer out on this right-hand side.
So Shane Moylan now trying to take a little bit of pressure off his forwards, who have been under the pump in the last little bit. Now they go out along the line. Corbin gives it out to Tautali, who's got a great turn of speed. Does the right thing. Maturity beyond his years, comes back into the field of play. Last tackle now coming up for East Tigers. And Gibson goes to the air. A couple of those players were in front, but he puts them all onside, allowed to bounce. And Rotana gives the ball out to Tautali once again. Steps off the right. The defence comes at him. This is the last. Throws it back inside. A flick on. They've still got a chance here, the Tigers. Thompson, 6 to go. Thompson sides a little gap. Gets under 1 inch. Close. Forced back in the field to play is Corey Thompson. That's the first tackle. It was touched there by the Burleigh Bears. 1 metre out. Now Walker. Walker goes to the line. Sights a gap. Too easy, sir. He saw the gap open up like Niagara Falls, and he went through and scored his second of the afternoon. Great. East Tigers stretched their lead to 18 points once again.
So it was good work here from Cody Walker, but let's look at defensively from Burleigh. Very, very shoddy. You see the centre, Shane Gray, they're just getting stepped. The little bit of footwork from Cody Walker, and Shane Gray gets turned inside.
So Ratana just inside Burleigh territory. And now here's Thorpe. Thorpe looked to offload, did so to Walker. Walker, that little goose step. Has he got support? Came to Rankin, did very well. Still looking to offload, but he's 15 metres out. All of a sudden, the Tigers have found something. Out to Bromwich. Bromwich very close to the line. He is dead set centimetres out from the try line. Now they come the grandstand side. Steve Thorpe, in his 50th game for the Tigers, reaches out and gets across the stripe. And that's a very good try to the big front rower who's only just come back to the game. So in quick succession, the East Tigers rack up 2 tries in the space of 2 or 3 minutes.
And he deserves that try, one, not only because it's his 50th game and he's got a milestone, but he's the man that created this momentum. Here it is, good footwork. It's twice now he's created good footwork that have turned into tries, and Cody Walker on the back of that. And these two former teammates here having a good battle, Rankin and Walker. But again, it's Thorpe. Good footwork and good strength to stretch out and get the try. So 2 players that are realistically playing out of position, and has been an area that the East Tigers have really concentrated on. Beautiful ball there by Darren Griffiths.
And Morrison, can he scamper over the line? He's very, very close, and I think they're going to award this try, his second of the afternoon, to Blake Morrison. But that was a beautiful ball, Scott, from Griffiths onto Morrison, and he was able to scamper over the line after tripping to start with. But he's got his second 4-pointer of the afternoon. Ratana, the little goose step, gets it inside the 10, right in front of the uprights. Plenty of options for the Tigers. To Walker, shows it once, gives it to Thompson. Great pass, all he had to do was handle, and couldn't do so. Corbin, Kiernan, and he just, the opportunity was there. A great flat pass, he just wasn't able to handle. Taking the ground 5 metres out. So stay with us, the Dragons and the Sharkies up next. Corbin, now they've got a chance here. Tautali down, 20 to go. Kicks in field, and Newman, can he win the race? Can't do, oh geez, close. But it's going to be a 20-metre restart. But a good option there, Tautali splitting them up in conjunction with Newman. And the defence on this occasion with Danny Kerr and Griffiths equal to the task, and they bring him to ground. McDonald, short pass to Panapa, and he just goes straight through some feeble defence by the Burleigh Bears. But it was a good short ball, back inside, and the big lock forward did the rest to score under the sticks.
As Cody Walker moves in.
34-12 in favour of the East Tigers.
And just to extend on that, Mike, and that's where Panapa, by running that straight line and off the left foot, those defenders are hoping the ball's going to go on the outside. They're anticipating the ball's going to go on the outside. And you see here Panapa, straight line, little left foot jink there. And just getting on the inside of Lawrence because you're thinking the ball's going to go on the outside most of the time.
And I've been pretty impressed with Eddie Tautali this afternoon out on the right wing for the East Tigers. He's done everything right, and they turn it over here at the end. And Brendan Lawrence just ducking under that pass. They've kicked for Michael Brophy. Michael Brophy's going to score. What a very good try in the end for the Burleigh Bears. Michael Brophy signalled that to Brad Bennett. To Brad Bennett. Kick over the top. He was Johnny on the spot. Kiernan had moved infield, and Michael Brophy was able to score right at the death. It's been a very, very convincing win. 34 points to 16 in favour of the East Tigers.